Greetings artists! In this demonstration I will be making a collagraph. A collagraph is when you glue materials onto a surface and use it as a printing board. There's a couple of ways you can print off of a collagraph. You can roll paint or ink on it and then lay a piece of paper on top to make a copy of the textures glued onto the surface. Or you can use it as a texture rubbing plate. I will be demonstrating that in this video. Here's what you'll need: paper, thin cardboard from any household packaging. I'm using an old soda pop box. Scissors, glue, crayons, and any other coloring materials that you might have available. First, I'm going to cut my cardboard into more manageable pieces. Then I'm going to decide on a subject. In art, the subject is the main idea that your artwork will be. I decided my subject for this piece is going to be a field of flowers, inspired by all the things growing in the springtime. When I get started, I use my imagination to decide what I want in my picture. In the foreground, that means at the very bottom of my paper, it's also the area that looks the closest to the viewer, will be blades of long grass. Instead of cutting each blade of grass separately, I'll keep them connected so that I won't have to glue so many pieces of grass, and just one large piece instead. My apologies for the bad video quality. I didn't realize my camera was low in batteries. Just bear with the moments of blur. Now I'll glue this first piece down. Since my grass piece is not large enough to fill the entire foreground, I'll take some of the pieces that I cut out and glue them to fill in the space. I'll even layer other blades of grass on top of what I've already glued down. The more layers you add actually improve your template, because when you rub over your collagraph with a crayon, it will have value. Value means different shades of color. Next, I'm going to cut little popcorn shapes, and that will represent the flowers in my picture. I'm going to cut different sizes because it'll look like some flowers are closer than others. Making art can be a form of meditation. I fast-forwarded my video, but this whole project took over an hour to work on. Meditation is when you are practicing being mindful. You're focused on just one task or activity. Some people meditate by focusing on their body. Others, like artists, focus on what they're making. It's common to forget about time when you're focused, and before you know it, you could be making art for hours. Alright, I think I'm ready to try my collagraph. Taking another sheet of paper, put it over your glued shapes, and using the side of a crayon, rub all over the piece of paper, and you'll see your image appear. I wanted to experiment, so I used the side of a red crayon and went over it a second time. And then I decided to take a third color and go over it again. I think that looks really neat. Collagraphing is a type of printmaking. Printmaking is the art of reproducing images multiple times, so I can use my collagraph plate over and over again. I think I'll paint over this one. I'm not done experimenting yet. Experimenting means I'm trying new things. And for this one, I'm going to move the top sheet around to create the illusion of more flowers than my original collagraph plate. I'll even add another color.
some final details, look! I made 3 variations of my art using my Collagraph plate. I wonder what you'll make with yours. Experimenting is a great way to discover art in new ways. I hope you enjoyed this demonstration, and please share what you create in Google Classroom or Seesaw.